They are built for the animals in mind, not really people. So there's lots of things to trip over and fall into. So I just ask that you're nice and careful, calm when you go in, no backflipping over stuff, cartwheeling around. The pandas won't like it, and you probably end up in the moat. So there is a moat that sort of semicircles around the enclosure. So just keep an eye on that. Don't walk into it.
Amazing.
So we'll be going in around here in the keep area and out of the back. I'll try and bring you around here so everyone with you can see what's going on.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this fencing here, because we've got the lantern events going on at the moment, and so we don't want to disturb the pandas overnight. So that's why the fencing's up at the moment. But they do prefer doing the encounters on this side, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah. But we'll do our best and we'll work with what they want to do. As that's otherwise they're not going to do what they want most of the time. Okay, are we all happy?
Yeah, yes, ready to go.
Let's go in.
Thank you.
Is this a special occasion?
Yes, both birthdays.
July, was it?
Yes, July, yeah.
In June.
Oh, summer babies.
Summer baby.
Thank you.
It's not the most glamorous, I have to say. We do our best, but autumn leaves are not helping at the moment. So we've got two pandas that live in here. So we're meeting Nima and Boo.
Yeah.
This is Big Sister. She is in the zoo, but she's off show. As they don't get along now, she's grown up.
Oh, really?
He's still enough of a baby that they can live together. So she's in our off-show holding area, ready to go to another zoo. And then the dad of these two, and Nima's husband, so to speak, he is in Realm of the Red Ape. He is in the last enclosure as you walk through. Because we haven't had a recommendation to breed these two again this year.
Right.
It could change. It's all sort of controlled by what we call basically a keeper that kind of oversees all the breeding and the pairing of animals.
Okay.
So most species have a keeper, a stud bookkeeper. There we go. Got that. So they said, oh no, these guys are bred very well, so we're just going to give them a break. Boo and Nima. Nima is over 9 years old now. She's an older lady, so she doesn't always participate because she's done this all before.
Yeah.
She can be a bit over it. And then her son Boo, he still acts like a bit of a baby. So he's good fun. He usually comes and joins in. We're going to be giving them bits of apple.
Okay.
This is like a special treat for them. So this is the thing we're most likely going to be able to coax them down with. Sometimes they say no. I will warn you now, but he's very good. So what we'll do is we'll go in, follow me closely behind, and I'll demonstrate before I get you guys to do it.
Amazing, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
He's in that tree there, just on the left, in the hawthorn here.
Oh yes.
They do blend in very well in the autumn leaves.
It's amazing. Last time we came, they were right up the big tree.
Yeah. They do that. They do their little fur hat impression. There's something red and furry that you can sort of see in the distance. So he should follow us if we go round. We'll go around the normal route to keep things sort of the same for them. And we'll try and bring them around the front here. So watch your head as you go through the stick.
Okay.
Nina! Woohoo! You're going to get further up. Nina! Sometimes she wants nothing to do with it.
She's like, not today.
She's allowed. She's a lady. She's been a very good mum to many little ones. And she's had enough of us. Boo, you come in. Come in. Good boy. Come on, you know what to do. We'll watch him come this way from here. But we'll try and walk around the front of this branch so they can. The willow's a little bit in the way.
More interested?
Yes. He's a good boy. He's very sweet. Good boy. Keep coming. I'm trying to think where's best. So we usually do it on here, but I think the view's quite blocked.
Oh wow.
So I'll just give you a demonstration while he's here, and then I'll try and lead him a bit further that way. So just hold it at the end and just give it to him straight away. Try not to hold on to it.
Okay.
Or tease him with it. Yeah, so he's got like a rudimental, like thumb-like appendage.
Yeah.
And they use that to bring bamboo to them. So he would just grab you and be like, feed me. So he's a lovely lad, but as you can see, he's got carnivore claws, and inside that mouth are carnivore teeth.
Yeah.
So we don't really want to get nibbled by him. Right, just calm down now. You're here. I'll just give you that. So yeah, it's just a feeding experience.
It's the other side of the fence, you don't ever see their paws properly.
We'll see if we can go around here.
Go around here.
Come on, we're going over this way. It's not the normal for him.
Hi.
Come around here.
Give me up and then you go away.
Yeah, just watch yourself. Hold it up here. Let's see if he'll go here. You're gonna come here. Oh, he's gonna try. Oh, good boy.
They're so agile, aren't they?
Oh, here.
They
Yeah, they're
really
very
are.
good climbing. Right.
Do they
There we
not?
go. So, Moat. Oh, yes. And they
They're
do.
beautiful.
In summer, they can look a bit less attractive because they do get rid of like their winter fur and they kind of molt to a slightly lighter fur. However, they've always got very thick fur. They're the only animal that we really sort of have to be concerned about over summer.
Yeah.
Because in winter we're like, we've got to make sure everything's warm enough, and these guys are like, we like the cold.
Beautiful. Hi.
Good boy.
Lovely.
He is such a little star. Yeah, they're having a good look at those paws. They're absolutely amazing. So they've got very special wrists as well, so they can actually rotate them 180 degrees.
Yeah. Oh,
They're one of the
wow.
only animals in the world that can descend a tree head first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even like things that are meant to be in the tree, they will kind of shuffle down
Shuffle
but
down,
first.
Yeah.
But no, they just go head first. That's fine for them. We'll go one at a time just because pandas can be a bit funny and he can lose interest suddenly.
Yeah,
So we want you
that's
both to have a
okay,
sort of equal amount of time with him.
Oh, he is wonderful.
And he is powering through this apple.
There's my next bit.
So, there we are.
There you go. There you go.
What we'll do is you've both got people taking pictures, haven't you?
Yeah.
So we'll do we'll get one of you out of the frame and then we'll swap over
Yeah,
so you at least
sure,
get a
yeah,
picture
yeah.
from the outside.
Yeah.
So we'll just let him finish that and then we'll go with you first, Patricia.
Yeah.
There we go. If you give him that, if we stand this
Yeah,
way,
absolutely.
then we're not in the shot and then we'll swap over.
This is amazing. Thank you so much for doing
You're
this.
welcome, it's a pleasure. I get to spend more time with them now this way as well.
I can imagine it's such a dream, like working with them every day.
They are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I've been lucky enough to spend 8 years with
Yeah.
red pandas now.
It's just so sad what's going on with them, and it breaks my heart.
Right, if you stand here,
Yeah. Hello. Would you be able
that
to?
him. Yeah, I'll hold that for you.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I don't want to scare him.
Oh no, he
Might
is.
cry.
He's very good. He's so useful.
Yeah, they're even more
Right, we'll go back in and both
fascinating
of
here
us
too, aren't they?
Yeah.
hang out with Mr. Boo. So we called him Boo. There we go. Because when he was born, he had a really pale face compared to his twin sister. Oh, there we go. See that grabbing behaviour there? He's not very polite. They're not taught manners when they're babies.
They don't need manners, do they? They have enough charm.
There we are, there you go.
Thank you.
Boo, come here. Come here, young lad.
Another bit.
There you go. That's okay.
We can stand closer to him.
Yeah.
I know that it's a bit awkward with these branches and stuff in the way. I'm very sorry about that.
Hey, good lad.
Whose turn is it? I've lost track.
It's
I'll just give him this little heart.
Yeah.
He's getting a bit impatient. That's getting naughty. There we go.
The so-so shot. It's terrible, isn't it? What's wrong with it? It's so beautiful.
Are you like they have had breakfast? Believe it or not,
Well,
he's
you can
just
always have a nice
he just
bit.
loves apple.
This is why they're my spirit animal. Just eat and sleep, and that's it.
Yeah, after this they'll be up a tree, and you won't see the rest of them. So he is mainly relying on his nose in this situation. So
Yeah. He is leading by his nose a lot, isn't
yes.
he? Yeah.
So that's the main thing they rely on. Very good hearing as well, as you can see with his large ears. But yeah, eyesight's not something that they particularly rely on. As you can see, he's got small dark eyes, which, excuse me, see, he can sometimes just do this. And that is red pandas.
He's like, I'm done.
Excuse me, sir. He does usually come back, but sometimes he wants to do a little walk around and then come back to us. So we'll just be a bit patient with him. He's funny.
So I have another one. They're still there. I might do.
Young man, what are you doing? Are you going to come back? You're going to come back. See?
He's like, I'm going to go the long way.
You're going to go in there. Right, he's going to check what's going on.
Do they actually sleep in those boxes overnight like they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does change seasonally. It depends, because they can sleep in trees a lot of the time. It depends how hot it is, how cold it is, what the weather's doing. If it's raining a lot, they're not waterproof. They've got very thick fur, but sometimes they'll just be like, you know what, I'm just going to go sit in the straw. Come on, dude. So he might be trying to work out how to get back to us. So he's making a lot of eye contact over this way. So they're the most beautiful things. They're charming, they're funny, but I wouldn't call them clever.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have everything.
He's like, what have I done?
See, you want to come here, don't you? You can't. I'm just going to go that way. If you guys stay here, I'll try and lead him this way. Come on, mate. Come on. No, you got to come this way. Come on. Come over here. Up on here. Oh, not down there. You've got to go up forward, dude. Yeah, silly.
The ground fruit.
Just
interesting.
He's just like, what have I done?
They are mainly arboreal.
Yeah.
They like to stay up off the ground. He does run along the floor sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he's a baby still. He still acts like a baby.
Oh, good boy.
Yes,
Oh, you are
Come on
clever.
then. Back this way.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, that was me. I kind of almost jiggled you off there. Oh, you're so clever. Right, that's a little reward for you. And then we'll go back to feeding. Who's the last person to feed? There we go. Oh yes, you're waiting. Good boy.
That crunch. There you go.
Sometimes he enjoys it so much he does dribble everywhere as well. Which is nice. You like to cover the guests in gloop, don't you? Which is why your overalls are quite important. Because it grows sometimes. There we
also
are.
makes it look the same as Hugh, really.
Yeah, someone could be wearing like a vivid colour or something that catches their eye and sort of either freaks them out. They're quite easily freaked out, red pandas. These guys are a bit more sort of bomb-proof than the other pandas I've
natural
got with.
predators.
Yeah.
When they're adults, there aren't really many apart from humans.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they're younger, it could be big birds of prey, snow leopards, etc.
Right.
There you go.
Thank you. You weren't quick enough, were we? Love the way he pushes it with the back of his paw.
Yeah, when he holds on to it. Sometimes he doesn't hold on to it, he just throws it on the floor. But most of the time he holds on to it very sweetly.
There you go.
So these guys found sort of southwestern China, Himalayas.
Yeah.
The problems that they're facing in the wild is that they've kind of got an inbreeding. The bottleneck population has got a bit of an issue. Where deforestation is. Oof. There we go. I'll hide behind this tree.
I've run out of apple.
There we go. Right, this, I'll do this one because it's the last tiny one.
Yeah.
And your fingers are a bit of risk with the small bits. That's it, young lad. If you've powered through that.
You've done great.
Yeah. I know, all gone.
Good boy.
Right.
So, do you want to look at this? You can smell the apple. That's my thumb. So naughty. He'd never ever like bite out of aggression or anything like that. But he's just a silly young animal who would test bite and think, "Oh, that smells like apple."
Thank you.
Maybe.
Oh, that was
Absolutely
amazing.
beautiful.
They're stunning creatures.
Yeah,
So I think
Do
the
you
last...
just stay with the pandas all the time, or do you do other
Oh
things?
no. So I'm on Team Twilight, which is we used to be the nocturnal section.
Yeah.
But that's just sort of a historic name now. So we run the bat house. We're basically small mammals now. So anything kind of below waist height and furry is more than likely going to belong to us.
Yeah.
So we kind of have bits and pieces all over the place. So we're spread out across the zoo. We've got the sloths, we've got the Visayan warty pigs, the tree kangaroos. The loves of my life are the bats. Just absolutely adore them. Of course, but I love all the animals we work with. They're incredible, and of course the red pandas are very popular.
Yes,
A lot of people love them. They're so charismatic. But yeah, a lot of the time they don't do much. He's just gone up, and he's probably gonna have a snooze now. We'll see what Mum's
Sounds
doing.
quite a nice life.
Oh, I know.
They have such a nice life. Someone's cleaning up after them. They get 3 square meals a day, and they get these. They get apple from here, and then we put in bamboo every now and again. They just get waited on hand and foot and do what they want basically. So Boo is due to depart Chester Zoo as part of the breeding programme. He's going to go somewhere in Europe. It's not actually, we're not 100% sure yet, but he needs to go soon. Yeah. As the breeding season is sort of kind of December to February.
Oh wow, okay.
So he needs to leave his mum very soon. So we're waiting on him to go to another zoo. So he won't be with us for that much longer. It is quite difficult with Brexit. Animal moves are really, really complicated now. So things are taking a bit longer than usual. So yeah, watch this space. We are having to swap the panda around as we have pandas in 3 different places.
There's a bit that has all the gene pool, so you know where they're going. And
well, yeah, exactly. Someone's sort of controlling it and pulling the strings to make sure that the captive genetic pool stays as sort of varied and broad as possible. So you don't want it bottlenecking in captivity either.
No.
But yeah, they've got a lot of things up against them in the wild. So deforestation, of course. Red is a very lucky colour. In southwestern China. So pet trade and also their fur.
Actually take their fur?
According to the internet, I haven't seen it myself, of course. I hope it's stopping these days but it is traditional over there, so it's very hard to work against again with the animal trade. It's a lot more complex than just saying stop it to people.
Because it's a way of life for them, isn't it?
It's also their life.
Exactly.
It's okay for us to say do something else, but you've got nothing else to do.
Precisely. So it's like supporting communities as well as so it's really complex. But I'm hoping that's not happening so much these days. Another issue they're having is the edge of farmlands. Their habitat often is on the edge of farmland, and farmers very often protect their farmland with dogs. Dogs can carry something called distemper, which the red pandas can get, and it's actually lethal to them. So that's another issue.
Oh my god.
But at the last count there were 10,000 individuals left. That's quite an old count, so I think we need a new official survey of them done. So that seems like quite a large number. It could be worse. I'm sure their population is increasing. Don't quote me on that. But they are far too charismatic for people to let anything happen.
Exactly.
I think they're going to be okay. So that's my personal opinion. They're very well supported in captivity. There's a lot of charities out there for them. Specifically, there's the Red Panda Foundation, conservation charity. And they just solely focus on them. They do send keepers, red panda keepers, out to Nepal to survey them and stuff. So they're really, really active and they're really good, and they do loads of education. So I think they're going to be okay.
That's amazing.
It's the things like the little snails that aren't quite so charismatic. Ecosystems that I think I'm more worried about.
Do they actually jump, or do they always take their time going around?
They do take their time.
Because I'm just thinking all the sort of fences they could easily get onto and remove.
They don't really jump. They're not particularly active, as you can see. And that's mainly to do with their diet. So they're quite an odd animal. So they're known as a living fossil because they're not particularly related to anything that's still alive. and that as such they are odd. So they have a digestive system of a carnivore,
Yeah.
but they don't eat any meat.
Like pandas, yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to pandas, but weirdly not related to them. Not closely anyway. So pregnant females can sometimes catch birds.
Yeah.
So when Nima's been pregnant, we have offered her meat in the past, but she's turned her nose up because she wants to catch herself.
Yeah.
I'd much rather she wasn't catching wild birds.
Do they take birds' eggs?
I don't think we've ever had anything really nesting in here, so we've never had evidence of that. They could do.
Yeah.
And we've offered them egg, like boiled egg or just raw egg, and they've just gone,
No, not today.
So that is a possibility, but I don't know of it happening with ours. But yeah, so they just eat sort of bamboo, really.
Yeah.
Bamboo, the berries off the hawthorn.
Yeah.
And we obviously put bamboo in for them, and they get something called Panda Cake, which is something we buy in. It comes in like a sort of flaky sort of green dust, and it's basically dried out leaves, and we put water with it and make little sort of cakes for them.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And that's sort of as wild as their life gets in here, really. We do a small amount of training with them. They can sit on the scales when we ask them to, but it takes a long time because they slowly come down the tree. They don't do anything in a rush. They're a bit like sloths in that way.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll sit on the scales when we ask them to.
Yeah.
Obviously nothing's forced. Everything is, they choose to participate. That's it. Right, so that's us. That's great, guys. We'll walk around here and we'll say hello to them from underneath the tree. You okay there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Having a little scratch, yeah.
Oh, they're really handsome creatures.
Their necks are so long.
And they're actually a bit more lithe than they look. They are quite fluffy, and most of them is fluff. The only time we really
coat.
very dense, thick fur. 'Cause, where they're from can be quite snowy.
Yeah.
You may have noticed on the bottom of their paws they've got a lot of fluff in between the pads, and that's they're kind of like little skis, so they don't sink into the snow as much. And it obviously keeps them nice and warm as well. I think actually that's the mum. Their faces are very similar, but she is quite a lot older.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Nima. Bless her heart. Getting on a little bit.
Whenever I see Nima on Secret Life of the Zoo, I'm like, she is my feminist icon. She doesn't take any rubbish.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she's so mean to the boys sometimes. She's a woman who knows exactly what she wants, and that's sometimes no other pandas around. Just warn you now, that is where they poo.
Right.
So she might be moving a bit.
She's waiting for us. Bye, Nima.
Yeah, so these are their nest boxes.
Yeah.
Here. And they all have straw in apart from the middle one because they like to use that one as a toilet. So, and they don't sleep in it, so there's no point in it. But yeah, they do nestle up in the straw.
Yeah.
And then very often we'll find like bits of bamboo and leaves in there.
So
So
take things in as well.
yeah, but she does especially when she's pregnant. That's us finished.
Thank you so much.
Linger in here. Alas, I better get back to the bats.
How are they doing now? Because it's still closed, isn't
It is still
it?
closed, yeah, we don't know when it's going to open.
Oh
And it's
gosh.
just to keep them safe. So they're doing quite well actually.
Yeah.
They like a bit of peace.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I can imagine.
I can't wait to reopen back to the public because there's so many people that absolutely love it in there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's so important with an animal like that. and especially after COVID, which
Yeah.
has been blamed on them.
Yes, it has.
It's so important to sort of
It's a
up their
stigma,
PR
isn't
and
it? Yeah.
make sure people continue to sort of fall in love with them.
Yeah.
They are fine themselves. We just sort of look after them and
Yeah,
go, oh, this is
yeah.
nice and peaceful. Wait for the people to come back at some point.
Thank you.